Wedding videos for as low as 100,000 naira? Gusto got you covered. Call 080-613-44639 or 080-644-06274. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing, yes, telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. We love and appreciate you guys so much. It's a brand new episode, of course. Big Lala in the building today, Shay here, and of course we've got the one and only Kizz Daniel in the building. Now let me ask you, Big Lala, congrats to Kizz Daniel on that deal signed with Polo. If you're an artist manager, you get a letter from an award body saying, "Oh, Mr. Big Lala, your artist X and X and X, has been nominated for this award, and is going to win an award, but you have to pay a particular fee, for some registration thing, for some this, for some that, and all of that. Are you going to honor the award? Are you going to reply to the letter? What exactly is going to be your first response to it?"
My first response would be, if he deserves it and is winning it, then why do I have to pay for it? But we know things are not as straightforward as that, in as much as we found on some things here in the home front, especially when it comes to music or politics. Sometimes what they call it lobbying. You always have to lobby for things, whether you like it or not, especially when it has to do with awards or when it has to do with appointments or being nominated and things like that. People have to lobby. That means lobbying in a sense, in my space, is called pitching. You are pitching yourself for something that you feel you deserve. We know the whole system can be corrupt, right? But that's so it be, and I think it's a worldwide issue.
Is lobbying the same thing as submission?
Well, on the home front, I rarely see things done the right way in terms of these awards.
In Nigeria?
Yes, because you know that you're meant to submit, right?
Yeah. And
I'll give a few examples. Burna Boy nominated for Artist of the Year or Song of the Year, but he's got a long-standing beef. It's Hip Hop World Awards, right? Hip TV. He's long-standing beef. Are you telling me with the beef that he has, Burna Boy went ahead to submit his content to be nominated or to be considered for an award in Hip TV? So clearly, award bodies like, let's say, Hip TV, they don't have a submission thing. Is, oh, we feel you done well, we'll nominate you, we'll send you letter. I don't know about the other part of whether they are now approaching people and being like, oh, we are going to nominate you for this, so do you want to be on it? We are looking for support. Are you going to support? You never know. I don't know if they do that one, but clearly they don't go by that submission. What's it called? Phase. The ones that go about the committee that is well publicized, usually the foreign awards, the Grammys, the BETs and co. And even at the Grammy level, there's a lot of lobbying that goes in behind the scenes that we don't get to see. I think it's a part and parcel of all these awards, but it just depends on how much importance you place on this award. Do you really care about it? If you really care about it and you want it, then do lobby what you have to lobby and see if you can get the best out of it.
Someone who doesn't really, seem to care about this one is Kizz Daniel. He's been talking, not just once, not twice, not three times, talking about cabal this, cabal that, and of course, he's been asked quite a couple of times what he meant by, okay, the industry is cabal, industry, there's a cabal and everything. Kizz Daniel in December 2021 did not have a concert, was not invited to any of, maybe he was invited and he didn't go, but he wasn't at any of the shows.
As a performer?
As a performer.
I think he was outside
of the country, but in Nigeria, he wasn't, at any of these shows. Maybe he wasn't invited, or maybe he just didn't, go. But of course, he said, "Become and get sense for this is not an industry; it's a cabal. Who no belong will belong. I'm Barnabas. I do it for the passion, love, and I'm effing great at it." Vado. Eddie's Sound City are the two prominent, award bodies in Nigeria. And Kizz Daniel, in an interview, talked about now. In all of this, he talked about the fact that he didn't know that his guy that came up, to respond, or J1, that he doesn't know them before and all of that. But then he said he was speaking for an artist. his colleague. He said, what happened exactly was someone showed me a tweet from a colleague complaining about an artist not being nominated for an international award. And this colleague had a strong argument. The artist in question had a more significant impact on the international scene than the artist on the list but wasn't there. Lala, can you guess what?
Adekunle Gold.
And who?
Who's the other person? The only person that comes to mind is Adekunle Gold because these two have a song together and they might be cool.
Okay. Was Adekunle Gold nominated for the mobiles?
No, it was overlooked. And Simi came out to say, where is AG?
So, the artist had a significant than the artists on the list.
Answer, you see? You get it?
Most likely, Mo. Most likely,
you get, who did you have in mind before?
To be honest, I didn't have anybody in mind.
When you were reading it, the first thing that came to your mind is Adekunle Gold. Because Adekunle had a massive year. For him not to get nominated at any of these awards or even being looked, I think it was a massive disservice.
Okay, what someone should be a tweet from a colleague complaining about an artist not being nominated. A colleague tweet from Simi complaining about an artist Adekunle Gold not being nominated for Okay, so is that why do we always have to lobby before we get nominated for an award? Do you get what I'm saying? It's a cabal. Now, people way you know. I wish I could say more, but I can't. But it's the truth, and the industry knows. I didn't say anything about the industry. I didn't say anything the industry didn't already know. Why do Nigerian artists have to lobby for awards locally and internationally before they get nominated?
The other Nigerian artists are on that award list, international award list. If they lobby and they're there, that means they're doing what they have to do. I think it's part and parcel of it. I see lobbying as pitching. You can think for yourself that you've had a great year.
And if money is involved, is it pitching?
He hasn't said money is involved. You've put your foot forward. Last year now I had a problem that a certain artist made a cover of a major Apple Music playlist. This guy has no past record of being there for a long time.
You're afraid to.
No, Farabale, let me land. He didn't have a past record. All he had was just one song that people didn't even know that he's the owner of the song.
Who's the artist?
Just wait, let me finish. But with the help of pitching, lobbying, he was able to make the cover of a major Apple Music playlist, African Rising. There were the people that know. He was able to make it, but that was I have a problem with it because I felt he did not have the necessary, what's it called? He didn't have the necessary.
Is it Savage?
Of course, it's Savage. He didn't have the necessary catalog of songs to be considered as African Rising. He had no songs by himself, impressing by himself. The only song that was really good, was Confident, and that was purely Buju, all true. But this guy made African Rising, right?
Yeah.
How did he make it? They didn't just notice and say, like, nah, it was through lobbying and pitching. He lobbied and pitched for it thanks to his distributor, and he got it. So, but that's the way to go. But the people who should have who had the potential to be on that cover, African Rising, perhaps don't have the know-how of how I can get there, or they don't have the right people around them that can pitch for them to be there. You get? So that's almost the same thing as what Kizz is complaining about here. You can think you're having a good year by yourself and people will notice. Now, people always say these things like you always have to shout about yourself every time you achieve something. Be your own drummer boy and everything. You can't just sit in one place and expect people. Nah, you have to fight for what you think belongs to you. Pitch for what you think you should get. Convince them that yes, I have to be here. This is what I've done this year. And that's exactly what these other guys have done. In as much as people might feel, oh, it's not right, it's not wrong, but I don't think that's being in a cabal. You just have to.
Okay, well, right. Everything Kizz said here, now he said
it's even different.
Anything the industry didn't already know.
This is
the industry knows about,
of course,
this,
now. Of course.
lobbying.
See, unless your song is overwhelmingly. Yes, overwhelmingly. Unless your song is overwhelmingly good and viral that the whole of Nigeria will notice you, that even the DP cannot ignore. There's no problem. But in a situation where your blow you think is only for yourself. You have to fight for your thing.
But I think when Adekunle Gold, scenario though, Kizz Daniel actually it's valid enough for him to come out and say this.
Yes, of course. One of the lobby, everybody agreed with Simi when she came out and said, "Where's AJ? AJ had a great year, right?
Fantastic year."
One of the lobbied slots are taking his slot because they lobbied, which he feels is a cabal thing.
Who is the lobby slot?
I don't know. Go and ask me. I already told you people. In fact, if it's as regard that mobile award, I feel it's just nonsense that he's talking about it because those ones have watered down their awards. How can you nominate? Is he 8 or 10 people for one category? Kilon Waka.
Oh yeah, you actually cut down about 5 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me not mention names. Names you cut. But of course, what's the way forward as regards lobbying, awards, and actual submissions?
We know in Nigeria. We know in Nigeria we don't have proper structures for
Mobo is not even in Nigeria award.
Exactly. So why is he crying? Even in Nigeria that people buy awards, he's not crying about that one. He may not have done it, but he can't tell me that G Worldwide did not spend a stupendous amount of money to make sure that he was in people's good books while he was coming up. They did severally. So if they've spent a small money on you to blow you as an artist and everything, you've been a beneficiary of that cabal that you think is an issue right now. You've been a beneficiary before. He has.
So are you an apostle of the church that preaches that artists should always lobby for awards instead of chilling and letting their work actually speak for them?
No, what I'm saying is there needs to be proper structures in place. Submissions, right? People have to submit, right? Maybe they say submit and write a personal statement why they should win this award. Let the organizers decide. But we know that in this Nigeria, because there's not so much funds available, for example, for a HIP TV, they are usually at the mercy of whoever is available to, let's say, sponsor. They are at the mercy. Now, January is here. This is the time that we're supposed to be having HIP TV awards, Hip Hop World Awards. Has there been any word about it? But they will come 6 months later when the year of review has turned to 18 or 24 months and be like,
when sponsors come is when they do the awards.
Doesn't make sense that way. You get, they are the mercy. So that means there needs to be someone that's why the likes of Afima who are on the come up, at least they are consistent every single year. They hold their awards.
End of the year, they hold their awards.
If they are consistent like that, then they will gain more reputation and people will regard their awards more, right? But at the very moment, that's where we find ourselves. That's the situation we find ourselves. There needs to be proper structure in place. Let artists submit there. If you want to be considered for not, submit it.
Is that gonna ever happen in Nigeria?
Of course, it will happen. Time will come to happen. They don't have a choice. We can't continue doing all these. This one. Let's just dash this one award just because we want to dash him award and we want him to come. That needs to stop.
But it's because even the organizers don't command the respect of the artists.
Exactly. That's why it's finished and. Everyone needs to just get more processes in place. Headies need to do well and have processes. Let people submit, right? If the person don't submit, then they don't want your award. It might look like they are not attracting the industry, which is let the people who are interested in the headies, let them submit for the headies. You get, and we'll take it from there. And let people stop buying awards. And there are several small awards out there. Before you know it, somebody says don't win one. You cannot mention the region of the country. You hear you don't win this one, this is Kinikon Awards. When you've actually paid for the award, then it doesn't really make sense. You get, people do it and it looks like it's a norm, but we need to start getting processes in place for several things, awards inclusive.
And note to Nigerian artists and actors, please stop buying PhD awards in Cotonou. It's really, really bad. Of course, that's not a good look. It is not a good look at all. When you say someone is an actor who is not revered in Nigeria, bagging a doctorate degree in a university, like.
If you want honor, I'm not. Based on the work.
Which work?
In Nollywood.
Anyways, let's have your thoughts on that one. Kizz Daniel talking about artists lobbying for awards, or we don't have to lobby for awards. Like
people lobby for everything now. People lobby for endorsements.
Yeah, actually.
You have to.
Well, so what do you think about this one? Big Lala is saying, Omo, there's nothing bad in lobbying. You lobby. If you get it, fine. If you don't get it,
forget about it.
Forget about it. But paying for awards is one thing that you will not support.
Nah.
Okay, let's have your thought. Put your comment down below. Nigerian artists and the lobby for awards. What exactly do you think, and what is the way forward? Put your comment down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.